I did not see this coming in 2026. Kanye West, or Ye, putting in a full ad apology in the Wall Street Journal.
Weird choice.
Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is apologizing for his anti-Semitic outburst. In 2022, he praised Hitler in a podcast, and then in 2025, released a song called Hail Hitler.
Was there ever a point where you were like, I can't support Kanye anymore?
I think you can support. I think you can separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean?
Hey, Courts, Kanye West has done something that I really didn't think was going to happen, like, ever. He has apologized, and in the most grand way, I guess. It's not just like a 2026 apology. We're not talking about just on Instagram. It's not a video where they're just like,
no,
hey guys.
Usually, it's like your notes app.
Yeah.
Your notes app. And then you screenshot your notes app where you've written your apology on your iPhone. And I'm so sorry I was racist in tweets 10 years ago. Please forgive me. I've changed my ways.
Yes.
And then they post it as like a grid post, or like you were saying, like a reel, maybe a TikTok.
Maybe a little talkie. Kanye West has, if you don't know, he's known now as Ye. He's formerly known as Kanye West, but if I call him Kanye during this, I apologize. That's just how I know him. He has apologized in a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal over the last couple of days.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, Wall Street Journal. I couldn't figure out exactly why. I guess maybe
print media.
Yeah, like
bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's, maybe it's more of a statement of like, I paid to have this happen.
He's Gen X, isn't he? So I guess maybe printing something in the paper's still kind of a thing.
I don't even think for Gen Xers it's still a thing. Let's not go crazy. In the ad, he also wrote about his struggles with bipolar disorder, and he said that 25 years ago he was in a car accident that there's two big chunks of it, and we do not have time to go over every little thing, but let me surmise it for you. He was in a car accident that caused significant brain damage that went undiagnosed for years. He talks about his disorder, being bipolar, how scans were not done at the time, and how when he was at his most manic, that's when he felt his most clear, and he thought that everyone else was wrong. So everyone else around him who might have been saying things like, no, he was like, no, you guys just don't get it because I'm so clear right now. And I do know people who suffer from bipolar to varying degrees. And when they're having like a manic bipolar episode, they do feel extremely clear. Like they can see everything very clearly, and everyone else is wrong. So that kind of tracks for me.
It's so interesting because I don't know anyone with bipolar, but I assumed that you kind of, I know there's like extreme highs and extreme lows. Yeah. And when you're in an extreme high, you might like take more risks and say yes to more, basically. But the saying yes is actually like kind of dangerous for you.
Yeah.
And then in your extreme lows, I thought that you'd be like very depressed, like can't get out of bed kind of thing. But I didn't realize that it like made you believe that you were in a clear state of mind.
Yeah. Well, I guess with any sort of mental disorder, like people obviously react to it differently and they feel different things.
Yeah.
He talks about sharing the swastika, which is, if you don't know, a Nazi symbol. When I say sharing it, I mean he sold shirts with it. We'll get to more of that in a second. But he said he was in a fractured state of mind at that time, even selling shirts with it on there. And he also said there are aspects that he cannot remember of all of this time. So during these episodes, I guess you could call them, he doesn't actually register it all. He also apologizes to the Jewish community, saying that he loves Jewish people. So there's a lot in it, and I'll make sure that there's a link under this video to it so you can see it all. And obviously I'll put it up on the screen and stuff during this so you can have a read of it yourself if you want to click pause and have a little looky look. But it is, there's a lot of things that he has to say. And I thought what we should do is go through everything that's kind of notable since the car accident. Because the car accident happened in 2002.
Did we, I was only 12, so I wasn't like keeping up with, I certainly wasn't into rap music. Oh, except for Eminem, obviously. But like, I wasn't that person who loved Kanye West. I had friends who loved Kanye.
Yep.
Like, what was that album?
It was
what
called
was
The College
album
Dropout.
that everyone was obsessed with?
Yeah, it was 2004.
That one.
Yeah. The College Dropout.
Okay, so that came out after the accident.
Yeah, so it came out. So pretty much all of his career in the spotlight has been after this first big break. It was his breakthrough album. It was the debut. It was called The College Dropout. It was released Feb 10 of 2004. And I mean, this album I loved. Like, it redefined hip hop. Graduation was in 2007. That was another huge one that I absolutely loved. And then 808s and Heartbreak in 2008. So everything that's been going on with him has been happening while he's been in the spotlight. Now, the first thing that I think I can remember, and I tried to dig around for a long time, but the first thing I can remember, really this clip sort of going everywhere, in 2004, he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. I don't know if you remember seeing it, but it was live on TV during a Hurricane Katrina telethon. He said it on NBC. And this is kind of noted. I couldn't find anything else as like the first Kanye, that's crazy to say moment.
But it wasn't so, like, I guess it wasn't so inflammatory that it tainted any of his career. He just was saying a thing that maybe his community agreed with.
Yeah, he believed that George Bush didn't care about black people. So I guess he just said it. In 2005 and 6, there's a lot of industry conflicts. Like, we don't have time to go through all of them, but he had public feuds with record executives, radio programmers for the songs that they would and wouldn't play, award shows specifically. In 2007, his mum passed away, and that's huge for anyone. But obviously,
I remember that being huge.
Yeah. So huge for anyone. But if you're struggling mentally, massive. In September of 2009, that is the big moment. I'm going to let you finish. Taylor Swift VMAs Interruption is probably the nicest way I could put that.
Man, that was huge. I can't believe that was 2009.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so long ago.
So long ago.
It feels like just last year.
Yo, Taylor, I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
He became like a global villain overnight. Like
Yeah,
that
he
one
did. Yeah, he
moment made him
Yeah.
just really disliked. It was actually crazy. Like even
Yeah.
Obama called him a jackass because of it. Now,
Did he?
Yeah. Kanye.
Not Obama.
Yeah. Kanye disappears a little while from public life after this. And in 2010, the redemption starts with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is an album and a tour. Basically, it's his public apology tour, a bit of a redemption arc. It's very managed. It feels like manicured to the hilt by publicists and PR, trying to figure out exactly how to fix everything that's gone wrong. And then in 2013, the Yeezus era starts. Like I guess like we sort of stayed on track between 2010 and 2013. And then we started with some aggressive interviews. He calls himself a god, a genius. Oh, God, I love that interview where he calls himself a god.
Yeah.
He compares himself, puts himself on par with Steve Jobs and Walt Disney. And then in 2014, because again, I thought these things were the other way around. I know he was with Kim, but in 2014, he marries Kim Kardashian. This is after he called himself a god and a genius.
But sorry, had they already had a kid before they got married?
That's a good question. I didn't really look up that. I was just looking at his
Because-
controversies.
I feel like they were together for a relatively long time before they got married. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. I remember the whole proposal.
2013. So that was
remember-
with the Redemption Tour, which kind of makes sense at the end of the Redemption Tour between 2010 and 2013. They welcomed their daughter Northwest.
Yes.
And they were married a year after.
And then the proposal was huge because he like hired out a baseball pitch and he had Lana Del Rey, Young and Beautiful playing because that's Kim's favorite song. And I just remember that. I don't know why.
Oh, that's so weird that you would remember that.
and
That's so odd. Can anyone figure out exactly why that happened? It's weird for Court to be into that.
And the ring was huge.
Yeah, I do remember the ring being fucking
The
enormous.
ring was friggin' the size of her hand. Like Kim Kardashian's like, I think she's my height. I think she's only 5'2" or something. She's lugging this thing around. I'm like, good for you, girlfriend. You already had money. Now you got Kanye money too.
Well, they're kind of sort of like pop culture royalty at this moment. Like their fame multiplies like by a millionfold. The scrutiny obviously gets more. There's more paparazzi. They're everywhere. It's actually crazy. Now, in 2016, November 2016, this is where he goes off the tracks again. There's a St. Pablo tour. This is where you might have seen online, because I think 2016 we were, really chronically online as a people, right?
Yeah. And we just had the 2016 trend because it was 10 years ago, and everyone's been posting all of their 2016 photos on Insta.
Kanye's would have been on stage rants about Jay-Z, who he's obviously was a close business partner with. Beyonce, if you don't know, married to Jay-Z. He talks a lot about politics. He has a crack at the media. He cancels the tour mid-run and he is hospitalized for psychiatric evaluation. And then it was later confirmed that at that stage, that's when he got his bipolar diagnosis. So
is this around the time where he wrote the lyric about sleeping with Taylor Swift?
Oh, and apparently she cleared it? Like
she apparently and then Kim Kardashian got involved because she leaked the audio of Taylor Swift clearing it, and then that is when we got Reputation era from Taylor Swift because she had to clear up her reputation because Kanye had sort of smeared her reputation.
Oh my God. My goodness, I don't know if it's the same time, but I do remember that. I remember the phone because there was a video that went out.
Yeah. There was a video. But I remember playing Taylor's first song from that album, Look What You Made Me Do, the first play on our old radio station, which would have been, I reckon, around 2017.
Wow. So if you remember, you little wackadoo, put it in the comments below. So because Courts and I, we honestly I don't have time. We don't have time to get into it.
No.
Because we're only up to 2018 when we get into the and I know that's crazy to think that 2018 was actually quite a while ago. MAGA, slavery comments, more fallout.
Yeah.
So he supports Donald Trump. He wears MAGA hats. He talks about having dragon energy. It's very Charlie Sheen on meth.
Love it. I mean, hate it, but love it.
May 2018, he says slavery was a choice. I completely forgot that he said that.
I forgot about that. Oh, my God.
There was obviously enormous backlash from that, being a MAGA supporter and then kind of erasing Black history is fucking insane. In 2020, he has a presidential run. He announces a run for president. I know.
Forgot about that.
Totally forgot about it.
Oh, wow, he's had a history. Wow.
He announces a run for president with no infrastructure. Nothing, nada. And nothing comes of it, by the way. It's like Britney Jean with her Be Tiny jewelry. It just never really happens. Which makes me, reminds me, I want to do a whole video, sit down with the wackadoos and chat about everything that like a celebrity promised us that they were going to do and then they never did.
Yeah.
And we'll call it Promises. There we go. In 2021, the Donda album Chaos. Now, I was working on an older radio station at the time and you would have been 2, yes?
With you, yeah.
So I don't really remember this time. Like I kind of vaguely remember him living in a stadium, but apparently during this time he was doing this Donda album and he lived inside Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium to finish the project.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that at all. That's brand new information to me. Like, and I don't know if at that point There was a point where a lot of Australian commercial radio stations, the hot hit ones, stopped playing Kanye.
Wow.
So potentially it didn't get any
Coverage.
airplay. I think they did.
Well.
It was kind of like, they stopped playing R. Kelly and they stopped playing Chris Brown and stuff.
It's widely regarded as one of the most chaotic and prolonged in music history, this rollout for this album. It was defined by constant delays, multiple listening parties, and there was so many unfinished versions of songs. Like there was no finished version. Anyway. And then we get to worse in 2022. Obviously, he's had a relationship breakdown with Kim Kardashian. She has started to date Pete Davidson. And then there is the whole harassment of them online in early of 2022. There's public threats. There's violent imagery in music videos, and there are online harassment campaigns. 2022 is a big one for him, and in the worst possible way. He starts selling some White Lives Matter T-shirts. At Paris Fashion Week, he debuts them. He obviously gets immediate condemnation. In the same month, holy shit, anti-Semitic remarks on social media posts, in interviews. He says DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. We continue from October to December in 2022. Total collapse. Adidas terminates, or Adidas, however you want to say it. They terminate their partnership with Yeezy. Balenciaga cuts ties. The Donda Academy shuts down. And then he makes an appearance praising Hitler. And then I guess once you've sided with the leader of the Nazis, I guess there's not a lot of really how much worse can you get?
You could probably run for a presidency and win.
Good stuff. And it would be worth a laugh if it wasn't fucking true.
Yeah.
And that's the saddest part of it. No.
Yeah. No, but it is I believe that people can have their opinion, they can believe in whatever they want to believe in. And I don't really believe in cancel culture. Not in the very broad
this
sense
person
of
said something that I don't like,
one.
or they made a joke,
that
something, and
totally,
I just cancel them.
Yeah. I don't believe it in that sense. But this made sense to cancel him because he was just going so hard for a group of people that historically, we all know the history of Hitler, Nazis.
And the Jewish community.
You don't get to say that.
No.
That's just a no.
No. And I'm sure there'll be some stupid person under here, because we've always got these comments when people go, well, an opinion's an opinion. I don't care. If your opinion is you think less of a people, just because they exist and they believe in a different religion.
If your opinion is that you like Hitler, no, fuck you.
Not for us.
No.
So Sozzy, not for us.
You're not a wackadoo.
Guys, in 2023, we retreat a little bit and we rebrand again.
God.
Did you remember that he was with that Bianca chick?
Yeah, she's Australian, mate.
Was she Australian?
Bianca Censori. She's Australian. She's got the big old
tig old bitties
in front there that he was always dressing her and and she was naked half the time.
Wow.
You could just see it all. And she'd be here at bloody Sydney Airport with her norks hanging out.
Good for her. Well, they got married.
Yeah.
And
they did, real quick.
It was funny. I was going through some of the stuff, and Daily Mail commented on her, and they referenced her extreme public fashion choices, which obviously you remember.
Yes.
There was the weird control and power dynamics that were questioned by the media. That's obviously you talking about telling her what to wear and that kind of stuff. That feels like a blip. December 2023, he apologizes to the Jewish community. He posted in Hebrew. There's a mixed reception, just like with this latest apology. In 2024, There's lawsuits. There's more damage. So there's a sexual harassment lawsuit filed by a former assistant, allegations of harassment and retaliation, ongoing legal scrutiny. In 2024, there's also some more music controversies, sampling disputes, apparently some provocative lyrics reignite some backlash. And then... I can't believe that this was only 2025. So this was just a year ago. This is Feb 2025. There was the Super Bowl fallout of an ad where he had an ad and it was for the Yeezy website. And it was selling a swastika branded shirt, which we mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Shopify removes the Yeezy store. They got rid of it. So he couldn't even sell his disgusting Nazi shirts anymore. And now we get to the apology. So, by the way, he has denied being a Nazi. And obviously all of this is framed around this car accident and now his mental health diagnosis and everything that's been happening. He mentions his frontal lobe and the effects that it's had on his brain. I was clicking through some of the comments and people are very divided about the whole thing because...
Yeah.
And I'm not, it's not because we don't, like in 2026, we get what mental health is. We all struggle in some way
100%.
With mental health issues. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not just talking about everyone's got something, but we all have different strains in our lives.
What do you mean? I'm perfect.
You're absolutely, you are the pinnacle of mental health, my darling. How dare I suggest?
Yeah, I just
otherwise.
love myself and everything.
Says the woman when I say, oh, I've changed up like the graphics on the videos. And of course it's like, I never watch them. I don't watch them. I can't watch myself. I would never know.
No.
And this is where it brings us now. People don't know whether or not this is another redemption arc. Is this just something that you go, okay, I'm going to blame this condition and, you know, I guess because it's a mental health issue, we all have to take him at his word for it. And I hope that he now is seeking it sounds like, from what he says, he's seeking the help that he needs and obviously hoping to feel better. But there's just so much damage that's been done. And like I said, over such a long time.
Well, I think that's the thing is like, we've never heard about the car accident before. Like,
well, yeah, I remember him talking about the car accident. I do remember him talking about the car because he had the jaw. Because I remember there was something about the album. He was like, because his jaw was like wired shut because he really damaged his jaw.
Right.
And I remember him talking in an interview about how he was like rapping through the wires. So I do remember.
So it's not a brand new thing.
No, the car accident has
if we take him for his word on the car accident and we take him for his word on the bipolar and the frontal lobe, like my natural instinct is to be empathetic towards this mental health issue that he's had because I have not suffered anything like that in terms of mental health. But, you know, when you go through like really tough periods in your life, sometimes your brain like wipes that memory.
Oh, yeah. Of
and
course
like
it does.
you know all too well what trauma can do. Your brain can literally wipe it. Yeah. And I've not had such a traumatic experience where I've had like chunks wiped. But there's certainly parts of my memory where it's like, I think my memory's deciding to like leave bits of that out because like the whole picture's not making sense. I go, oh, I kind of remember that, but why don't I remember it in full or whatever? And so I can be empathetic towards him maybe not remembering some of the things that he's done. I think it's just the sheer volume of craziness and things that he's said and done that you kind of go, well, at what point did you not think to stop and go, this is not correct behavior?
Yeah, I guess he tries to address that by saying that like when he was being told by people that this was unhinged behavior, he felt his most clear. So it's really tough.
Didn't believe them.
And this is just one of those things where we do see people in the public eye who go through moments, and you can clearly go, this person is struggling mentally. And there is not one time where I've not seen anything from Kanye and I've thought, well, this guy's in perfect mental like obviously has been...
Exactly. You instantly see that it's a mental health issue, that whether or not is being worked on is beside the point. You kind of look at the behavior and you go, something's happening up there that isn't working the way that it should. But it's just, I just don't know. Like, I don't...
We can't trust it. That's the problem.
I try so hard to be empathetic towards people, but it's the, like, repetition of the behavior.
Yeah. It's a cyclical
that
pattern.
Makes it really hard to, like, that it makes it really hard to, like, yep, I forgive Kanye. He did the right thing by admitting, and he did, by the way. I applaud anyone who can, like, take out a full page out in the Wall Street Journal and say, I'm majorly fucked up. Like, that's huge props. But is it a prop for the new album?
Yeah, who knows?
Like,
I don't know. I think it will, like, if there is going to be, because we've seen this as a cyclical thing, as we mentioned before, I think it's going to be, we're going to have to see consistent growth and somebody who's on the up and up and actually using his powers.
Yes.
You know, this fandom that he still has. Like, we have a friend, Sweet Baby Wes, and he loves Kanye.
Sweet, sweet baby Wes.
And
he wasn't even born when the albums came out that he's obsessed with. Like, this is a baby child who's obsessed with this man. And even he was just like, I'm separating the art from the artist. I've got to separate the art from the artist.
Do you want to call Wes?
Yeah, let's see if he answers. You know he's not going to answer. He's Gen Z. He doesn't answer his phone. Can't even write back to a text. Let me just have a little sippy sip of my...
Oh no, it did that thing where it went do. What does that mean?
He hung up on you?
Did he hang up on me? Wow.
Try one more time.
Oh, he's calling back. What are you doing right now? Can't be working.
Yeah.
You working?
No, my hours have changed.
Oh.
I finished at 4 now. At 3 now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Can you hear
he's
Courts?
an early starty boy.
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
Hi,
great.
Courts.
Hey, baby boy, you're on the pod.
Oh, cool.
So we just wanted to call you because obviously something momentous has happened over the last couple of days. And the first person I thought of when I thought, well, we're recording a new episode, there's only one person in my...
Is this the Kanye apology?
Straight away. It was either going to be about that or what's that bloody T-shirt brand he wears?
Oh, the front runner.
Front runner.
Yeah.
Front runner.
It had to be. It was one of two things. I knew it.
So we just wanted to ask you, like, how you feeling knowing everything that Kanye says that he's been going... Ye says that he's been going through and...
Yeah, like, do you trust him?
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
accept the apology?
My first reaction was like, oh my God, we're so back. And then I was like, I should probably think about this. Like, so I don't know. I think actions speak louder than words. We'll just have to see how what he does over the next few months.
Oh my God,
Lots of people I saw online, they were like, it feels like he didn't write it, PR wrote it. I feel like whether it was he who wrote it or PR, he still had to have the final say. So I think it's a step in the positive direction that he gave up enough control for that to be put out anyways. But yeah, I mean, if it's not how he feels, there's nothing stopping him from speaking his mind at his shows, I guess. Who knows?
Yeah, we've all seen it. So was there ever a point where you were like, I can't support Kanye anymore?
I think you can support. I think you can separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean?
God, you love him so much. I fucking love it.
It's hard. His music is just kind of way too good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, you can't be a Nazi and a
I
racist.
don't know what you mean.
Oh yeah, can't do it. Can't do that either. But
No.
I mean, he did make Graduation, so it is hard.
And we talked about that earlier. An excellent album. We always wanted you on the pod, so now you featured just in voice only.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Okay, bye, babyface.
Bye.
See y'all. Bye.
Okay, well, that's someone that we know who's a Gen Zer, and he's literally a baby child, and he loves Kanye.
Through and through Kanye. He is Kanye for life. I will say, just to wrap all this up, congrats to all of those people, and I know a few myself, and I know you know at least one very close to you.
Yeah.
congrats to all those people who have Kanye West tattoos. Like, this may be the comeback for that tattoo, and you may not have to remove it, you know? And congrats, I guess. Well, Luke has one. I also know another girl who has one, like, right up the arm as well, and it's like a quote from him. Is it the stars quote?
Yeah, reach for the stars.
Is that
So
what
if you
Luke
fall,
has
you
too?
land on a cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a girl who has it all up the arm, and it was like, oh no, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, God, it's such a difficult situation, and we're trying to have some lulls, but I just want to make it very, very clear to everyone in the comments, we do not support Nazis. You cannot be a racist. I don't know why you wouldn't support Jewish people or anybody who believes in their faith peacefully, any religion. As long as you do it peacefully, we're all for it. It's such a complex situation, and it's going to be so interesting to see what Kanye does. As always, you can let us know if you think this is just PR spin or if you think he's going to change over the coming years and we'll see a different side of Kanye, not the guy who's ranting about being a god and a genius. Who knows? Make sure you put wackadoo in the comments, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.